You know, to me, it was almost like the G7 by stealth. And what I mean by that is you think about just two of the countries as an example. The UK is still trying to figure out what its post-Brexit life is going to look like. The British Prime Minister, like his two most recent predecessors, are still trying to figure out sort of what the fundamental institutions of the United Kingdom are going to look like. Heck, what the United Kingdom is going to look like, you know, if Scotland decides to perhaps go it alone. And then in the United States, you know, overshadowing all of this, which is one of the reasons the president came home as early as he did and didn't go to Papua New Guinea, didn't go to Australia. You know, about a mile or so from where you and I are sitting is this whole conversation about the debt ceiling. And Janet Yellen, the U.S. Treasury Secretary, has said very clearly, look, June 1st is the drop dead date. If the U.S. does not figure out how it's going to raise the debt ceiling by that date, we're going to see, you know, an economic situation at home and globally that we've not seen before. We know some of the immediate parameters, people who won't get paid, you know, things like that. Is it going to push other countries into recession? Perhaps, you know, even more so, probably very likely. So, you know, you look at this G7 and it was almost irrelevant in a way because domestic concerns in at least two of the nations were clearly far more important than what was going to be discussed. And as a result, it made it very easy for them to come across in a sort of unified block by using the sort of typical narrative and the typical rhetoric against China, big bad bully, you know, not cooperating with us, etc. I'm not sure audiences around the West either paid much attention to it or at this point have heard it so much, do they even believe it any longer?